Okay, we're just leaving camp at mile marker 34. About 8:30 in the morning. Got chilly last night, a little rain early this morning. It's damp, but at least it stopped raining. We're gonna go about 10 miles today, and that will leave us 8. Tomorrow we're gonna camp near the Ouachita River, and then the next morning, first step up, or the first thing we have to do rather, is climb about 1.5 miles. I think it's like a 1,500 foot elevation gain to the Arkansas state line, and then from there it's relatively flat all the way to Queen Wilhelmina. So that's the game plan. We just made it to the Pashubi shelter right up there. Doesn't appear anybody's in there. Usually hikers would be up and about, if not already on trail. It's got to be 9 o'clock. So, but it looks like a nice shelter. I don't think we're going to go up there though. Man, it is windy today. That wind is kind of blowing here and there, so getting a little chilled sometimes. I don't think anybody's home up there. Yeah.
I gotta get a picture with the sign and the, and the shelter back there.
Yeah. Okay, we are officially entering the upper Ouachita River wilderness. This is Sasquatch's backyard, and we'll see. We'll be in there for the next, what, 15 miles?
15 miles, well,
10, at least 10, 12 miles, something like that. So, anyway.
Arkansas state line is 12 miles.
It's 12 miles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ouachita River is 7, state line 12. I'm at the top of Wilton Mountain. You can probably hear the wind. It is really windy up here, and it's a cold wind. You got two choices on days like today. You can sweat and be hot, or you can sweat and be cold. Neither is a good thing, but being warmer is better. So that's what I am now. Still waiting on Sabrina to come that way. We just came off of a really good climb, really good one. Now we're at the top, and you probably can't see it, but there's fog up in those higher elevations, and it's just a cold day, but it's a good day. It's a great workout. This is really the kind of thing I need in preparation for my AT hike this summer. It won't be this cold, of course. It'll be a different set of obstacles you have to overcome, but I slept real well last night. The hammock thing worked out really good. So I'm pleased with that. Man, it's a lot of thick brush through here. I need to find a place and wait for her. I don't want to get too far ahead of her. So, but yeah, that wind's coming through here, and it cuts. My OR Helium 2 jacket, rain jacket, works very well in blocking the wind, but the temperature still is chilly. The rain pants, my rain pants are doing a good job too of keeping the wind from cutting right through me. Ah, here's that campsite that guy was talking about. The guy we ran into yesterday said he camped up here night before last, and said he woke up and his tent was all had frozen fog all over it, and I've done the frozen fog thing and it's no good. But the wind, we said, was pretty bad up here, and yeah, usually camping on top of mountains is really tricky. That wind can be dangerous in certain situations. Not to mention if a storm moves in, you're real high up, more of a lightning danger. So I'm gonna sit on this rock, wait for her to get here. Ow. Oh man, it's been a really good hike. I'm glad I'm doing it. After we finish this, I think we would have done 50, right around 50 miles of this 223 mile trail. So, and the rest of it will be all in Arkansas. We're still in Oklahoma, and we'll be until tomorrow morning. Hello again. Well, that last clip where I said that was the top of Wilton Mountain, I was wrong. That was a false summit, or just a little ridge line. Then it went up again. I'm at the top now, and this is that campsite that guy was telling me about that he stayed in, and the wind up here is unreal. I'm sure you can hear it in the microphone, but this mountain we just climbed ranks in the top 3, if not the top climb I've ever done. It was just straight up. The grade was just unreal. We're definitely at the top now, and I had to pull my rain hood over just to keep the wind off my head. And but yeah, that was a climb that I'll never forget. We have, I think, even a more difficult one, or at least a longer one tomorrow. But this was something else. Definitely one for the books. We just got finished eating lunch about 15 minutes ago, about halfway down the mountain, and glad to get out of the wind. I think we're at the bottom of the mountain now. I don't know that for sure, but I think so. I'm just so glad to get out of that wind. Wind is just painful. It just chills you no matter what you try to do. But lunch kind of re-energized me. Ready for a few river crossings probably coming up in a mile or so. That's going to be fun. The water will be cold. But do that, and then I think we're going to camp around mile marker 43, which should be next to the river. And then tomorrow, 8 miles back to Queen Wilhelmina. Look all cheery for the camera. Look at that sign. It says trail. So I'm assuming back behind us here is the route. I don't see any blue blazes though. We passed Pushubi this morning. That was 5 miles ago. So I guess we've gone 6 miles. Something like that. All right. call this a recreational trail. Do they know how hard this is? This is not recreation, this is survival out here. It should be called the survival trail. The almost die in cold weather trail. Good grief. Something else. Just come over here. It's an easy little cross. I see the blaze up here. So I think the trail's right over here. Yeah, there's the trail. Much easier crossing that way. Whew. All right. Get my pant leg down. Gummit. Alright. Same on this one. Huh? What? Hang on, let me get a video of that. Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Sexy, look at that pink skin.
Okay, I don't know if anyone's ever seen anybody hiking Crocs. That's what I'm doing now. This is the road. I'm hiking down a lot of rocks. At least it's level. But man, it takes a toll on your feet. I've got about at least 4 crossings, water crossings on the Kiamichi River before we get to the campsite. So rather than just take our boots off and on, which is ridiculous, just decided to hike in these. I mean, it's not as comfortable, but it's doable. Another crossing. Up go the pants. Do what? Water crossing 3, 4, who knows? One of several. Not too bad. Still cold. Oh, got another one just up here too, it looks like. Little rock hop in there. Okay. I got water crossing cam going.
Oh.
So don't.
This is a big one too.
Yeah. This is terrifying.
All
right, Sabrina's mom, this is what she went through. She wanted you to know.
Live times than I can count.
That's the moon. It's about 11:30. Very windy night. Thought the wind would let up, but it's only increased. I have to pull my quilt over my head, otherwise it's too bright. We'll check in with you guys in the morning.